Hey guys, Pastor Greg here, and I'm so excited to talk to you today about unity. This has been a conversation I've been having with the Lord for about 4 months in my quiet time, in my prayer time, just asking the question, what would it look like for us to be more unified? What would it look like for our city if our churches were unified? We're all living out Matthew 28, going, telling people about Jesus and all that we'd learned from him, sharing his love, making an impact in our city, drawing people in a relationship with the Lord. And then I began to think about LakePointe City Church. I began to think about, are we unified? Is our mission and vision across all of our platforms the same? And I was challenged by this church. See, we have a 9 o'clock worship experience and an 11 o'clock worship experience. And I have conversations with people, and I would ask them if they know so-and-so, their brother or their sister in Christ, and I would explain who they were, and they go, no, I go to the 9 o'clock, they must go to the 11. Or I talk to somebody and they'd say, well, I go to the 11 o'clock, they must go to the 9. And what I recognize, it's almost as if we had two different churches. Now, the worship and the message were the same or similar, but oftentimes different things were received. And as the more I talked to the Lord about this, the more I got challenged, and I didn't really like the answers that I heard him giving. In fact, there was a little bit of fear inside me when the Lord told me what we were supposed to do next. He wanted us to unite our worship experience. And so guess what, LakePointe? We're gonna have one worship experience at one time. We've got a new time. It's gonna be at 10 a.m. and we're coming together. We're coming together to unite vision and mission as our church. And we're praying that it flows out into our city. Now, some of you might be saying, boy, how are you gonna do that, Pastor Greg? We've had a lot of new families and our worship experiences already seem to be packed. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna bring more chairs in and we're gonna do it as long as we can. It might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks, it might be 6 months or a year or beyond. But this is what the Lord has told us, and we're gonna be obedient. We're gonna unite in mission and vision, and we're gonna pack as many people in that auditorium as we can. In fact, we've taken this mailer and we've mailed this out to our city to people. If they don't have a church home, we've invited them to join us, to come and be a part of what God is doing as we learn, as we grow, as we connect together, and as we reach our city with the love of Jesus. Man, I'm excited, and I want you to be praying about this. It begins on September 10th. September 10th, we're gonna have a baptism bash. We're gonna have a barbecue. It's gonna be a family time. We're all gonna come together, and we're gonna celebrate what God's doing as we unite in vision, we unite in mission, and we get to know our brothers and sisters. I cannot wait to see what God does through this, and if you don't have a church home, you're invited to join us. Join us in the mission and vision of loving our city to Jesus. Get ready, get ready. We'll see what God has planned. Peace.